A very good afternoon to all our live viewers. We are back with the third match in the Super Saturday. In fact, in the Super Sunday, this is the third match of the day. Star Cricketers up against One Champion Cricket Academy. Coin toss fell in favor of One Champion Cricket Academy and they have opted to bat first. Well, was there a bat in that? Or is it a boundary? Yes, runs given. A slight tickle and a boundary in the fine leg to start off the proceedings. Anirudh MS, the batter, with that boundary. Four without any loss. One Champion Cricket Academy inside the very first over. Anirudh MS. 131 matches for him. 4,808 runs. Averaging over 43. Strike rate just under 150. Works one away on the onside for a single immediately after getting a single. This is what the good batters do. Now marking your guard is the right-hander Krishna Jaiswal. So right hand left hand combination at the top for One Champion. 226 matches for Krishna Jaiswal, 4,411 runs, averaging 26.10, strike rate 95.35 for Krishna Jaiswal. Whereas GDS Suresh Kumar to open the bowling, slow left arm orthodox. 798 matches for him, 1029 wickets. Economy under 6, 5.89. Best figures of 7 for 7 for Suresh Kumar. 5 without any loss after 4 balls. Into the match. One Champion winning the toss, opting to bat first. Well, that's a full toss, and Krishna Jaiswal was not expecting that from Suresh. That's a dot ball, hit straight back to the bowler in his follow through. Slightly shorter in terms of length, inside edge. Ball straight to the fine leg fielder. So no run taken. It's a dot ball to close out the over. A good start for the Star Cricketers. A steady start for the One Champion, I must say. 5 without any loss after 1. Vikram Simadri to share the new ball alongside GDS Suresh Kumar. 605 matches for Vikram. 602 wickets. Economy 7.09. Best figures of 7 for 46. 7 for 43 in fact for Vikram Simadri. Will bowl the second over. He is a right arm pacer coming around the wicket for the left-hander Anirudh. Krishna Jaiswal yet to get off the mark in this encounter. This is the all important semi-final. Winner will be advanced to the final. Everything to play for. Two good teams going head to head against each other in the all important semi-final in One Champion Plate season 32. Vikram Simadri now with the ball. Will be bowling at Anirudh MS. So he's got a deep gully and sweeper cover out on the boundary. Very strong offside field for Vikram. Starts off with a short ball. Anirudh MS looking to pull that one. Gets it high on the bat. And the ball hits the non-striker. In fact, hits the stumps at the non-striker end. That's a dot ball. Well, this time he goes up and over. Will get a boundary. What a shot that was from Anirudh MS. Slightly back of a length. And Anirudh MS stand tall and hits it over extra cover for a boundary. First sign of aggression from Anirudh MS. He's a very aggressive batter at the top. We know what he can do. He is a very destructive batter at the top. Gets in up and over the infield for the first boundary. In fact, it's the second boundary, but first real convincing one, I must say. This time he goes full, driven on the up. Will beat the mid off fielder towards his left. That's a boundary. Second one of the over, back to back boundaries for Anirudh MS. Hits it straight, gets past that inner circle fielder, and that ball races across very quickly. No chance once it's in the outfield. So now a change in field. Gully fielder now inside, and mid off fielder push back. So long off and sweeper cover in play, looking to attack the stump, but it's been given as wide down the leg. Score moves to 14 with that. Vikram looking to attack the stumps on that occasion. Very full, guided away, but will not beat the inner circle. So it will be a dot ball. Good one from Vikram Simadri. Change of a pace. Very full delivery outside off stump. Anirudh tried to squeeze that one between point and gully, but doesn't have the pace to work with on that occasion. Good changer from Vikram. He goes short into the surface, and that's been hit straight as an arrow on the side screen. That's the third boundary of the over. What a shot that was! That was not a half volley by any means, but Anirudh MS stands tall and hits it straight as an arrow. Vikram does exceedingly well to get out of the way on that occasion. That ball raced very quickly off the surface. No chance for the long off fielder to cut that one off. An expensive over, 13 runs already. Another slow one gets the outside edge. Straight to the short third fielder. That's a dot ball to close out the over. But a good one for One Champion Cricket Academy as they get 13 of that one. An expensive over from Vikram Simadri. Well, GDS Suresh Kumar. Will he continue? Yes, he will. A good first over from Suresh Kumar. Only concedes 5 in his first over. After 2, 18 without any loss. One Champion Cricket Academy. Score 18. After 2 overs, 18. GDS Suresh Kumar will continue with his left arm orthodox, coming around the wicket diagonal. 18 without any loss after 2. Well, that's a beauty to start off. Hint of away movement from the right hander. A tentative poke at that one by Krishna Jaiswal. Oh, almost gets the outside edge. Good take by the wicket keeper. That's a dot ball to start off the third over. Well, this time on the pads. Beautifully walked away over square leg for a boundary. That's an excellent shot from Krishna Jaiswal. Drifted on the pads and he beautifully gets down on one knee and scoops it over square leg for a boundary, gets off the mark with that boundary. Krishna Jaiswal is a very elegant right-hander. He doesn't have a big sixes, but he's got class. He's got the touch, and more often than not relies on his gap finding abilities to score runs. Very good, stylish looking right hander at the top for one champion. Once again on the pads, huge appeal for the leg before, but umpire unmoved there. So it might be an inside edge onto the pads on that occasion. So it will be a single down to fine leg, which will get the left hander Anirudh MS back on strike. 17 of 10 for Anirudh MS. Run a ball 5 for Krishna Jaiswal. 23 without any loss. One champion cricket academy after 2.3. Good start for one champion cricket academy. They haven't lost a wicket and they have scored at good rate. 9.2 the current rate. No one there in the short third region for Suresh. Very full delivery. Driven on the up, but will beat the fielder in the inner circle and it will be a boundary. That's a misfield in the mid off region. That should have been only a single or a dot ball, but the misfield allows the ball to go through for a boundary. Giri there in the inner circle, usually very good in the outfield, but this time makes an error and lets the ball go through. That's a boundary for Anirudh. He moves to 20s now, moves into 20s now. 21 of just 11 deliveries for Anirudh. On the pads, looking to sweep on that occasion. Chance of a run out. Purushottam hits but doesn't hit the target. Purushottam going for the throw there. White plus one, two extras for one champion cricket academy. Well, that's been given. The decision has been reversed by the match official. It came off the pad, so it's a leg by. Score moves to 28. A part of the pads of Anirudh MS and then to the wicket keeper. That's very, very, very risky running, I must say. There was never a run there. Directed, it would have been curtains for Krishna Jaiswal. Well plays with the soft hands, and they are going for a single, and they'll get it. Loud and early call from the non-striker gets them a single, a good over for them. 11 coming off the third. One champion cricket academy, 29 without any loss after 3. Well, there's a change in the bowling attack. Now CH Rahul introduced into the attack only an over for Vikram Simadri. He proved out expensive in that one and he's been taken off in the air but just wide of that cover fielder. There's a sweeper cover in play. So it will only be a single to start off the over. 543 matches for Rahul, 410 wickets, economy 6.89, best figures of 5 for 16 for CH Rahul. He's a very good bowler, replacing Vikram Simadri and coming in to ball inside the power play. We'll be bowling at Anirudh now. Anirudh comes down the track, but that ball was very full for him. So it's only a dot ball down to covers. This is good from CH Rahul. Saw the batter coming down the track and dragged his length back. Once again, a very similar delivery. This time, mid-on fielder does well, but both the batters quick enough to cross through for a single. This is excellent piece of running between these two. These two are quick between the wickets and they'll get that quick single with ease. This is excellent change up from CH Rahul. Change of a pace, off cutter there, very full. So no chance for Anirudh MS to get underneath that one. Plays with the soft hands into long on for a single. Outside edge and that ball goes for a boundary in the short third region. Well, beats the short third towards its left. That was delicately done by Krishna Jaiswal. He just got a very thick outside edge. Short third was wide. So making full use of that one and playing that one fine enough to get himself a boundary. As I said, Krishna Jaiswal heavily relies on his gap finding ability. He doesn't fancy shots down the ground, can play down the ground when pitched full. Well, that's a short ball, beautifully directed and taken. Ah, well, it's been put down. Well, it looked like Vikram had it covered, but he misses a very straightforward chance. That's what a beautifully directed shot one from CH Rahul. Krishna Jaiswal on the pull gets it high on his bat, straight in and out. You don't get any simple catches than that, any simpler catcher than that. That was ballooned in the air and came at a very good height, but still puts it down. Krishna Jaiswal gets a lifeline. Once again, shot into the surface, played with the soft hand, a misfield in that region. Two fielders after that one, but they'll only fetch the ball back to the wicketkeeper. That's a boundary. Poor from Vikram. First puts the catch down. Now lets the ball go through for a boundary. A good over that's been turned into worst as 11 came off that one. So after 4 overs, one champion cricket academy 40 without any loss after four. Another change in the bowling attack. Srinivas Pedipala now into the attack. A spinner into the attack. They started off with the spinner. They used a couple of seamers, frontline seamers now again back with the spin as Srinivas Pedipala now introduced into the attack. Starts off with a good delivery outside off stump. Well, the batter there looking to cut gets beaten. That's a dot ball to start off the proceeding for Srinivas Pedipala. 40 without any loss, one champion after 4.1. This time way outside off stump that's been given wide. A misfield in the wicket keeping by Purushottam, the captain, allows them to scamper through for a single as well. So wide plus one. Score moves to 42 with that 2 runs. 487 matches for Srinivas. 513 wickets, economy 6.29, best figures of 5 for 1 for Srinivas Pedipala. He is a very good all-round cricketer for star cricketers over the years. Will be now bowling to the left-hander Anirudh. Balls very full delivery, squeeze it one away. A misfield will allow the batters to get through for a single. Well, there was no run there, but a misfield allows the batter to get through for a single. Srinivas not happy with the fielder there. He expects the fielder to keep that to not, but they allows the batter to scamper through for a single. Not enough pressure at the moment on the batters. They are rotating strike at will. 43 is up in just 4.2 for One Champion Cricket Academy. They are scoring at a good rate. This time tries to go over Jagal, but Suresh Kumar takes it in the second attempt. Krishna Jaiswal looking to go over the infield, holds out right at the edge in the point. GDS Suresh Kumar with an absolute beauty in the point to get rid of Krishna Jaiswal. Star cricketers draw first blood as they get rid of Krishna Jaiswal. 43 for 1 after 4.3. Srinivas Pedipala with the wicket. New batter in is Ritvik S in at number 3 for One Champion Cricket Academy. 82 matches for Ritvik, 3,327 runs at an average of 45.58. Very good. Strike rate even better, 156.34 for Ritvik S in at number 3 for OCCA. That's a good first delivery from Srinivas Pedipala on the money straight away, attacking the stumps on the length. Ritvik does well to keep it out. Just defends one off the front foot. Good over so far from Srinivas. Only concedes 3 and he's already got a wicket of Krishna Jaiswal. He'll look to add on to that one. Srinivas Pedipala. Well, that ball kept real low. Ritvik was looking to play on the back foot, but he was completely done through with the bounce. Fortunate for him that it was not in line of stumps. Srinivas usually ball in line of stumps, but that was just outside the off stump. Once again, very full outside off stump and outside edge. Chance of a run out. Good throw, but Srinivas Pedipala only 3 runs and a wicket coming off that over. 43 for 1 after 5. One Champion Cricket Academy. CH Rahul will continue into his second over. Well, Anirudh MS came down the track there and he got an outside edge. Good catch by the captain of Star Cricketers, Purushottam, behind the timber, takes a good low catch and a very confident appeal, and up goes the finger. Well, Anirudh MS giving the charge. Rahul saw him coming, dragged his length back. Anirudh just looking to get bat on ball and gets an outside edge. A good catch by the wicketkeeper. So second one down for the One Champion Cricket Academy in the very sixth over. 43 for the loss of 2 after 5.1. New batter in is Vishwas Kumar in at number 4 for One Champion Cricket Academy. Well, what a ball that was from CH Rahul. Came in sharply with the angle. Well, Vishwas Kumar there clearly cramped for room. 306 matches for Vishwas. 7,969 runs, averaging just under 30. Strike rate 145.90 for Vishwas Kumar. Well, looking to pull on that one, but it didn't bounce enough. Kept low and skids through the surface. Well, the ball going under the bat on that occasion. Well, that will create doubts in the batter's mind. These are encouraging signs for the bowlers. Punched off the back foot. It will be only a single down to sweep a cover to open the account for Vishwas Kumar. Gets off the mark with a single. Good over from Rahul. He went for 11. He went for 11 in his first over. There was a drop catch there in the fine leg, but now comes back strongly and strikes at the very first ball. Well, that's a steep bounce. That's an effort delivery from Rahul into the surface. Ritvik looking to play with the angle, trying to guide that one over short third. Gets beaten on the bounce and extra pace. This is real fiery stuff from CH Rahul. Only a single so far of the over. Once again, short, looking to pull. This time goes over the bat. Excellent bowling from CH Rahul. A wicket of Anirudh MS and only a single coming off the final over of the power play. So 44 for the loss of 2 after 6 overs. OCA. Srinivas Pedipala will continue. 1 over 3 for 1 for him. Now into his second over. Starts off with a dot ball. Length delivery outside of stump. Vishwas Kumar looking to play on the front foot gets beaten. Srinivas Pedipala, he'll get the ball to skid through. He's a very slippery customer. Very strong field on the both side of the ground. That's beautifully driven on the up, but all along the carpet for a single, which will get Ritvik back on strike, who's yet to get off the mark. Ritvik looking little scratchy to get himself going. Well, that's a very full delivery and huge appeal for the LBW as well. But it looked that Ritvik got a good piece of bat on that one. Match official not at all interested in that appeal, so it's been given dot. It's been given not out. 45 for 2. One Champion Cricket Academy. They have slowed down significantly in last couple of overs. Punched off the back foot, looking for the quick single. A very good throw, but Srinivas should be standing behind the stump. Was in front of stump. By the time he turns around and takes the bails off, Ritvik was well inside the crease. If he would have been behind the timber, it would have been a different result, I must say. Very streaky running between these two. So only couple of runs coming so far in this over. Shot goes over the point fielder. Will Sweepakawa cut that off? No, he gives it up. That's a boundary. Welcome boundary for Vishwas Kumar and One Champion Cricket Academy. 50 is up for them. 50 in good time. It took them 6.5 overs to get to a 50. But in the process, they have lost 2 wickets. They have lost their both the openers. First Krishna Jaiswal, then Anirudh MS, both dismissed. Now Vishwas Kumar and Ritvik out in the center, both relatively new at the crease. Well, slog sweep there from Vishwas Kumar right between the two fielders. They'll look for the two. They'll get it. Piadi Reddy there in the deep square leg. Fumbled to collect the ball cleanly. So two was on. They'll get couple of runs to close out. So 8 runs coming off that one. 52 for the loss of two after seven. One Champion Cricket Academy. Another change in the bowling attack. Mahesh Mandalapu now into the attack. Another right arm off spinner into the attack for Star Cricketers. Starts off with a very full delivery. Well, that's a very strange reaction from Mahesh Mandalapu. Everyone can laugh about it, but he looked scared of the ball as the batter was coming down the wicket and trying to hit straight. 816 matches for Mahesh, 1228 wickets, economy 6.6, best figures of 7 for 29. Punched off the back foot down to Sweepakawa. They are looking for the second run. They'll get it. A slight error there in the deep. Fumble to take the ball cleanly, and these two are very quick runners between the wicket. Gets back to the second run in a flash. So single now a two to start off the over. Once again, very slow through the air. Vishwas Kumar looking to pull off the back foot, doesn't get it out of the middle, but good enough for a single. Deep mid wicket fielder does exceedingly well, charges at the ball and keeps the batter to one. Once again, very slow through the air, drilled hard all along the carpet down to long off, but it will only be a single. That's a super throw from the deep fielder, straight in the bucket hands of the wicket keeper. 5 runs coming off the four deliveries so far. 57 for 2 after 7.4. Well, what has happened there? Very slow through the air, very full. Vishwas Kumar looking for that sweep shot. Mahesh almost gets himself a wicket. That ball was inches close to that off stump. Vishwas Kumar survives a very close chance there. Good bowling from Mahesh. Once again tossed up. This time a better connection on the sweep shot. Gets it right between mid wicket and deep square leg. That's a boundary. Welcome boundary for One Champion Cricket Academy. 9 runs coming off that over. 61 for 2 after 8. One Champion Cricket Academy. Another change in tactics by star cricketers. Well, they got their premium fast bowler Vikram Simadri back into the attack. Was taken off the attack after that expensive first over, and he's been greeted with the boundary in this over as well. A full delivery in line of stumps, beautifully played across the line and gets it over square leg. One bounce for it is. This is good from Ritvik, well aware of the field, making full use of that and getting it over the short square leg fielder for a boundary. Pyadi Reddy was brought inside the circle in the square leg, and third man was pushed back and he goes in the very region for a boundary. This is good stuff from One Champion Cricket Academy. They're not holding back against pace. Rahul CH bowled well for his 2 overs, but Vikram Simadri has gone for 17 in his 1.1 overs. That's a slow one there. Inside half of the bat, charged in for the single, but they have to settle in for a single because Pyadi Reddy, all the way from the short square leg, got very quickly to the ball, so no chance for the batters to come back for the second run. So boundary and a single in this over so far. 1.2 overs, 18 for none for Vikram Simadri so far. Usually a very economical bowler for star cricketers. He's gone for runs today. Once again on the pad. That was a freebie, but Vishwas Kumar clearly missing out on a scoring opportunity there. That should have been a boundary. Poor delivery from Vikram, but he gets away with one. Score moves to 67 now with that single. This is excellent stuff from One Champion. Shot into the surface, cut away wide of that third man, and will go for a boundary. That's a welcome boundary, making the full use of the pace and just running it in the gully. So short third fielder was after that one, but it was too quick for him to cut that off. That's a boundary. Second one of the over. While Vikram Simadri continues to be expensive. 1.4 overs, 22 for none for Vikram Simadri so far in this match. This time he goes slightly full and Ritvik goes over long off for a massive six. What a shot that was! Against the runner play, One Champion Cricket Academy taking likings to Vikram's pace. They have already got 16 of the over, yet a delivery to ball. Slightly fuller in terms of length, and Ritvik goes up and over for a massive six. This time, length dragged back, walked away on the onside. Slight misfield by the short square leg fielder, which allow them to scamper through for a single. An expensive over seem not really working for star cricketers as they get 17. of the Vikram Simadris. Ninth over, 78 for the loss of 2. After 9, one champion cricket academy. Well, the 10th over will be bowled by Mahesh Mandalapu. He went for 9 in his first over. Beautiful sweep shot to get a boundary at the very last ball of the previous over of Mahesh Mandalapu for Vishwas Kumar. So Mahesh Mandalapu will bowl the 10th over and the last one from this end. For star cricketers, there will be a change in and after this over. Mahesh to Ritvik. Ritvik comes down the track, gets to the pitch of the ball and hits it straight over the side screen for a 6. What a shot that was from Ritvik, giving the charge to the bowler, getting to the pitch and hitting in the safest place, going over the head of the bowler for a 6. Well, one champion cricket academy getting a move on. These two batters now moving along nicely. 25 of 15 for Ritvik, whereas 15 of 12 for Vishwas Kumar. Both started off slow, but now they have gathered pace. Well, this time played off the back foot, waited on the back foot, let the ball come through, punched away, but doesn't find the gap, but still good enough to take a single as the cover fielder was right at the edge. Score moves to 85 now. Well, Vishwas Kumar there moved early. He wanted to get that ball even finer, but hits it straight to the deep square leg fielder for a single. Wanted to go over fine leg, but Mahesh did well to hide it outside off stump. 8 runs already of the first half of the over. Played off the back foot all along the carpet down to long on for a single. This is good cricket from both the batters. After scoring a boundary at the very first ball, they have rotated the strike on regular basis. 6, then a 3 singles followed up. This is super stuff. Played off the back foot, looking to get that over the infield. Vishwas Kumar ends up handing over a simple catch to Ajay Priya at the covers. That's a wicket against the runner play. Mahesh Mandalapu strikes back, gets rid of dangerous Vishwas Kumar. One champion cricket academy, 3 down, 87 for 3 at 9.5. Anish Reddy into the attack to ball the 12th, in fact, to ball the 13th over. Well, that's a length delivery there. Aditya NK just guiding that one for a single down to gully. Well, the pace is now slowed down for One Champion Cricket Academy. Ritwik S still playing nicely. 40 of 24 deliveries for him, but Aditya NK has got 9 of 8 deliveries. Well, looking for the pull on that occasion, Ritwik gets beaten. A Steve bounce for Anish Reddy. He'll get that extra bounce whenever he bangs into the surface. He's got couple of variations up his sleeves. Anish Reddy, this time very full, lifted over extra cover, but will not find the fence. That will be cut off by the sweeper cover fielder, but it will be couple of runs for Ritwik. 535 matches for Anish Reddy, 361 wickets, economy 7.69, best figures of 7 for 6 for him. Well, a leading edge this time will go over for a boundary, goes over the head of the point and will hit the fence. That's a welcome boundary for One Champion Cricket Academy. Anish Reddy, also good delivery, but fortune taking that ball over point fielder for Kaushik as they say, when you go after the bowler, go hard. Ritvik goes hard and gets the reward even after getting a leading edge as well. Once again, a beauty from Anish Reddy to close out the over, just on a good length. Ritvik trying to play on the front foot gets beaten. 8 runs coming off the 13th over, 115 for the loss of 3, One Champion Cricket Academy. Srinivas Pedipala now back into the attack. He'll bowl out. 3 overs, 19 for 1 for Srinivas Pedipala so far. Will bowl out. Will bowl the 14th over and will be the final over of a spell. 3 overs, 19 for 1 so far for Srinivas Pedipala. Starts off with a length delivery, cut away, and a misfield by the gully fielder. That should have been stopped. But Vikram there in the inner circle makes a mess out of it. He is having a horrible day in the field. Vikram Simadri. 119 for the loss of 3 now with that boundary. One Champion Cricket Academy after 13.1. Well, Vikram now has been sent outside to have some medical attention as he's struggling with the hands. In the meantime, a cut shot from Aditya NK, but this time straight to the point fielder. So it will only be a single. Srinivas Pedipala prefers to bowl over the wicket for both right-handers and left-handers as well. Doesn't fancily change his guard. 120 is up for One Champion. 120 in just 13.2. Very round arm delivery that one to get a very minimal bounce. Ritvik looking to drive, gets beaten on the outside edge. Srinivas, he balls quick through the air. He balls very quick through the air. Likes to get through his overs very quickly. This time looking to attack the stumps, but Ritvik does well. to head it down to long on for a single. That ball was drilled, so no chance for the second run as it travelled very quickly to the deep fielder. Bullfield set this from Srinivas. Both all the fielders equally distributed on the both sides of the ground. Short ball cut away but will not beat that inner circle. GDS Suresh Kumar gets in the slide and saves 3 runs for his team. 122 for 3. 7 runs of the over. Yet a delivery to be bowled. 3.5 overs, 26 for 1 so far for Srinivas Pedipala. Can he end his spell on a high? Well, what has happened there? That was very slow through the air. Ritvik has early, early into the shot. It took a deflection of his pad. Otherwise, he would have been stumped out. Purushottam usually very good behind the stumps. So it's a leg bye to close out the over. 8 runs coming off the 14th one. One champion cricket academy, 123 for the loss of 3 after 14. Anish Reddy will continue with his medium pace. 1 over, 8 for none for Anish Reddy. Will continue with his second, operating with very similar field. Well, there's an outside edge. Will that be short third? Yes, it does. That's a welcome boundary. And that's a 50 for Ritvik S. Ritvik looking to go downtown gets a very healthy outside edge and beats the short third fielder towards his left and gets a boundary. He gets an half century in a really good time. There, Ritvik S. It only took 32 deliveries for him to reach a milestone. 51 of 32, 6 boundaries and 2 sixes in this innings for Anirudh MS. In fact, for Ritvik S, strike rate just under 160, 159.38 for Ritvik in that innings. Trying something fancy immediately after getting a 50. Looking to scoop that one over the head of wicketkeeper, but failing to get any connection on the ball. This time hits it straight down the ground. It will only be a single down to long off. This is good from Anish. He's balled well. His ball back of length. He's not ball full for the batters. He knows if he goes full, he'll be penalized. So beautifully balling that back of a length deliveries. So back foot point and short third in play inside the circle for Aditya NK. As they know, he likes the cut shot. Gets it to a good effect. Aditya NK. So trying to cut that gap off and balls very full, driven away on the up. There's a misfield in the sweeper cover region. Well, that should have been a single, but a misfield allows the batter to come back, and that's couple of runs for OCCA. Their score moves to 130 now with that couple of runs. 7 runs of the over so far. Two deliveries yet to be bowled. Well, a short ball pulled away. There's a fielder behind. Srinivas does exceedingly well to get to the ball but fails to hold on. Well, if he would have hold on to that one, that would have been one heck of a catch there. He did very well to cut that, to cover good amount of ground to get to the ball there. Srinivas Pedipala usually a very safe hands, but on that occasion cannot hold on to one. It's only a single for Aditya NK. 8th runs of the over. Last ball of the over. Well, the batter there, Ritvik S, making room for himself. Anish Reddy just looking to get that just inside that wide line on the offside. Idea was right, but execution wasn't there on that occasion. Sliced away, over point, work to be done, but sweeper cover gives it up. That's a boundary. That's beautifully done by the batter Ritvik S. Just opens the face at the very last moment and gets the elevation right. That's a boundary. A good over for the batting team as they get 13 of it. One Champion Cricket Academy, 136 for the loss of 3 after 15. Final 5 overs remaining in the innings. Rahul back into the attack. Starts off with a very full delivery. That's hit away by Aditya and wide of long on. He'll get couple of runs for that shot. Excellent piece of running between the wicket between these two. These two are young and very quick between the wicket. This time he goes over extra cover and that was straight in to the hands of the sweeper cover who puts it down. Well, Aditya NK looking to go over extra cover just hits it straight to the hands of sweeper cover who puts it down, who hasn't have to move an inch. It was at a very comfortable height. He got it at the chest level but puts it down. Well, Aditya NK gets a lifeline on 20. Dropped in the sweeper cover. So it was only a single which brings Ritvik back on strike. Both the batters now looking to up the tempo. They're looking for big overs as we are into the final overs. Well, there's a leading edge there. There's a fielder behind in the sweeper cover region. Will they look for second? No, they don't. They're not chancing the arm of Yadi Reddy there in the deep in sweeper cover, who gets in the throw at a very good height over the stumps. With that single, 140 is up for One Champion Cricket Academy. 140 for the loss of 3 now after 15.3. Well, Swat batted straight down the ground. It will be cut off by long on. Will they look for two? No. There's no chance of getting back for the second run. They have to settle in for a single. Now, OCCA looking for the big shots. Both the batters looking to hit hard as we are into final 5 overs. Plenty of firepower to come for One Champion Cricket Academy. Once again, hit on the up, but all along the carpet down to long on for a single. Good piece of fielding there in the deep. Keeps the batter to 1. 6 runs so far of the over. Last ball of the over. Well, that's a superbly played by Aditya NK. Well, that's a scoop shot and gets it in the fine leg. No one there inside or outside the circle, so that's a boundary to end the over. So all in all, it's a good one for OCCA as they get 10 of that one. 146 for 3 after 16. Final 4 overs now in play. GDS Suresh Kumar now back into the attack. 2 overs 15 for none for him. Is back into the attack to ball the 17th. Well, that's looking for the big shot there. Ritvik in the process holds out in the deep. Giri there in the deep makes no mistake. And finally, a big wicket of Ritvik falls for the one champion. He's done his job. He's got over 50 runs for his team. Now looking to up the tempo in the final 4 over. Falls short and hold out in the deep in long off region. So fourth one down for OCA. 146 for 4. Suresh Kumar with the wicket. Mahinder Reddy in at number 6. In at the right time for OCCA. He is a finisher. Mahinder Reddy will face Suresh Kumar. Well played with the soft hands and through for a single. Gets off the mark with that single. Mahinder Reddy. 937 matches for Mahinder Reddy. 22,919 runs. Averaging just under 40, 39.65 to be precise. Strike rate very healthy. 153.6 for Mahinder Reddy. He's a finisher. He likes to finish off the innings with a flurry. He's in at a good time. He can afford to get himself in, play a couple of singles, then go after the bowling unit. As 4 overs remains in this innings. Very full delivery from Suresh Kumar right into the block hole. They look for second run. Chance of a run out. A good throw and a direct hit. Appeal for the run out. But the match official says not out. Mahinder Reddy was well inside the crease there. Has made his ground. Well, a very animated chat between the wicket keeper and the match official. Excellent piece of running between these two, Mahinder Reddy and Aditya NK. Mahinder Reddy just walked in. Aditya NK, 28 of 18 for him. These two will look to add the finishing touch to the innings. 149 for 4 after 16.3. 3.3 overs still remaining in the innings. What will be the target that One Champion Cricket Academy will set for star cricketers in the all important semi final of the One Champion Plate season 32? Played off the back foot, straight to the point, looking for that quick single, but sent back by Mahinder Reddy. Good over so far from Suresh Kumar. Only 3 runs of the over and a wicket of Ritvik in this over so far. Two deliveries yet to be bowled, but Suresh Kumar is bowled beautifully in this match so far. 2.4 overs, 18 for 1 for him into his third over. Once again, very full delivery. Doesn't get the elevation right on that occasion. Aditya NK, so it will only be a single down to deep mid wicket. So 150 is up for one champion cricket academy with that single. 150 for the loss of 4 after 16.5. Final ball of the over. 4 runs and a wicket so far in this over. Last ball of the over. Suresh Kumar to Mahinder Reddy. Mahinder Reddy drives, but drives straight to long on for a single to close out the over. 5 runs and a wicket coming off that one. A super over from Suresh Kumar under the circumstances. So 151 for 4 after 16. In fact, after 17, final 3 overs coming your way. Mahesh now back into the attack, looking for 2 run down to square leg, chancing the arm of the fielder, and Mahinder Reddy will get back for that second one. Excellent piece of running between the wicket. They've ran one for the throw there. Mahinder Reddy and Aditya NK in the end completed the single with ease as the throw was a very wide one. 3.1 overs, 32 for 1 for Mahesh Mandalapu so far. Well, that's a beauty from Mahesh. Mahinder Reddy looking to cut that one but gets beaten. That's a dot ball. Mahinder Reddy run a ball 4 for him so far. Will he go big? Mahinder Reddy. No, he won't. Plays one with the soft hands for a single. Well, the history says that Mahinder Reddy gets out to a spin more often than not. He prefers the pace bowling in the slog overs. Well, this is a good changer from the star cricketer's captain, getting the spin immediately once Mahinder Reddy is in, not allowing him to free his arms. Good matchup. Mahinder Reddy up against the spin. Punched, cut off the back foot, down to sweeper cover. It will only be a single, a super over so far from Mahesh Mandalapu. Only 4 runs of the over. Two deliveries yet to ball, but he's contained the batters well in this over so far. Mahinder Reddy against Mahesh Mandalapu. Well, this will be a good matchup. Spinner against Mahinder Reddy is always a good matchup. As we are in the final 3 overs, Mahinder Reddy will take his chances. This time cuts one hard, waits on the back foot but doesn't find the gap. Straight to the cover point fielder for a single. This is good from Mahesh. Only 5 runs of the over so far. Last delivery of the over. Last couple of overs have been a quiet one for one champion. Well, Mahesh gets rid of Aditya NK at the very last ball. Aditya once again looking to play late, but it was an error of judgment, I must say. He should have been playing on the front foot to that delivery, but he pays the penalty and he departs. More now, half of the team back in the sheds for one champion as they lose the captain Aditya NK. One Champion Cricket Academy 156 for the loss of 5 after 18 overs. Final 2 overs remaining in the tank. GDS Suresh Kumar now will bowl out. 3 overs 20 for 1 for him. 20 for 1 for him. He'll bowl out. He'll bowl the 19th over of the innings. Mahinder Reddy run a ball 6 for him. Star cricketers continuing with the spin against Mahinder Reddy. Mahinder Reddy looking to go big. Doesn't get the good connection with the ball. Ball moves all along the carpet down to long on for a single. Sachin Rathore is the new batter in at number 7 for One Champion Cricket Academy. Only 11 balls remaining in the match, in the innings, in fact. What impact can Rathore Sachin make? He's a very good batter. Today came in at number 7. Hits hard, but hits it straight to long off for a single. The fielder they collects the ball on a bounce. It was hit hard, but not enough to go all the way. With that single, strike is back with Mahinder Reddy. Run a ball 7 for Mahinder Reddy. Well, he needs to go. He needs to go after Suresh Kumar. Mahinder Reddy looking for the big shot. Doesn't get the connection right, but will clear the inner circle. Sweeper cover will cut that off, but that will be couple of runs for Mahinder Reddy. As we say, spin is a good option for star cricketers against Mahinder Reddy, especially when spinning away from him. The success rate for the bowlers rises up. Short ball this time. Mahinder Reddy doesn't get out of the middle and holds out in the deep. Well, that's a big wicket. Big wicket for the star cricketers. They get rid of a dangerous batter. Allen, the man in the deep, makes no mistake. Mahinder Reddy's stay at the crease. Stays a brief one as he gets out after scoring 7. Strike rate under 100 for Mahinder Reddy. This is a very rare sighter, but a 6-1 down for One Champion Cricket Academy. Wicket goes down at the very wrong time. Ashwatar is the new batter in at number 8 for OCA. Ashwat drives on the up, but a misfield in the covers will allow them to get through for a single. Ashwat gets off the mark with that single. Well, a big wicket of Mahinder Reddy at the previous ball. GDS Suresh Kumar getting rid of a very dangerous batter. Mahinder Reddy is very dangerous when it comes to finishing off the innings. This time Sachin Rathore comes down the track, gets to the pitch of the ball, beautifully lifts it over extra cover. That's a boundary to close out the over. 9 runs and a wicket of Mahinder Reddy coming off the 19th over by GDS Suresh. One champion Cricket Academy, 165 for 6 after 19. Well, Ashwath are there? Nowhere. I don't know where he was running there, Ashwath. He swings and a miss, and he misses the ball. And the wicketkeeper Purushottam does the rest, stumps him out. In fact, runs him out. Ashwath R departs in order to hand over the strike back to the non-striker Sachin. He sacrifices his wicket, but to no use, I must say. Another one bites the dust for OCA. They're losing wickets at the very wrong time. They're losing the wickets right at the end. Well, that's a beauty from Rahul. He's got pace on that one. That was back of a length delivery from Rahul CH. Well, a tentative play by Abhinav. That's in the air and taken at the short covers. Well, Abhinav gave himself some room and hits it straight to the short cover. Srinivas Pedipala. Abhinay dismissed for a golden duck. Rathore Sachin still at the non-striker end. कौन है रे भाई नया बैट्समैन दिवी है ये दिवी है शिरीष है अरे कौन है रे दिवी है शिरीष है रे बैट्समैन नेम बैट्समैन नेम New batter in is Sirish. Hits it straight down the ground and he'll get a single. Finally, a strike is back with Rathore Sachin, who's got 5 of 2 deliveries. Finally gets to bat for last 2 deliveries in the final over. Well, the captain there taking his time to set the field right. He's got the third man out on the boundary for Sachin Rathore. 166 for 8. One champion cricket academy. They could have put on more, but this is good little comeback. Sachin Rathore comes down the track and swings one out of the park in the mid wicket. What a shot that was! Picked bones out of that one. That's a real massive six from Sachin Rathore. Easily a 90-meter hit. Nothing wrong with the delivery there. Rahul banging one into the surface. Sachin Rathore picking it up from there itself and depositing one in the stands. That's a six. A massive one from Sachin Rathore. He moves to 11 of 3 deliveries. Finally runs for one champion cricket academy. Last ball of the innings, 172 on the board. Sachin moved early, looked to pull on that occasion, but he misses. Well, Sachin Rathore is not running for that one. So, Sirish will be run out at the non-striker end. Purushottam does well. So it's a wicket at the very last ball. So one champion cricket academy ends up on 172 for the loss of 9. 173 will be the target for star champions in the all important semi final of one champion plate season 32. Do catch us on the other side with the chase. Welcome back to the chase. Star cricketers chasing 173. Giri Babu and Pyadi Reddy are the two openers out in the center, whereas Divi with the ball for One Champion Cricket Academy. This is the all important semi final. Winner will be advanced to the final. Divi, right arm pacer, 63 matches for him, 62 wickets, economy 7.15, best figures of 5 for 17. Started off nicely with the dot ball. Once again into the surface, cut hard, a misfield. That ball will carry all the way to a boundary. What a shot that was from Giri Babu, struck firmly, went straight to the point fielder and burst through his hands. And that's a boundary to get the proceedings underway for star cricketers. Giri Babu with the boundary. 869 matches for Giri Babu, 20,832 runs, averaging over 32, strike rate very healthy, 151.41 for Giri Babu. Opens his account with a boundary, and at the non-striker is Pyadi Reddy, 679 matches for Pyadi Reddy as well, 22,830 runs, averaging very healthy, 43.9, just under 44. Pyadi Reddy, strike rate 143.80 for Pyadi Reddy as well. Two very aggressive batter right at the top for star cricketers. Well, the match is on. Well, once again, a back of a length there from Divi. Giri looking to cut at that one, gets beaten. That's a dot ball. Good comeback this from Divi. After being taken for a boundary at the very second ball, he slightly drags his length back, even further back. Got a good bounce. He's a tall bowler, Divi. He'll get extra bounce whenever bowling into the surface. He's operating with deep gully and deep square leg. Well, this time guided away. Short third fielder does well to get hand onto that one. Well, Giri coming back for the second one. He'll get the second one. Well, this is good piece of running between the wicket. Well, the short third fielder had to dive towards his right to stop that ball. Got a hand to it. Takes all the pace off the ball. But Giri Babu, in the meantime, gets enough time to get back for the second run. Score moves to 6. Well, these are two best teams of the tournament going head to head against each other in the semi final. Once again, an outside edge, straight to short third fielder. They'll get a single. These two very quick between the wickets. Now Pyadi Reddy on the strike for the first time will face the final ball of the first over. Lot relies on how the power play goes for both the teams. 173 is not a massive target, but at the same time, it's not an easy target as well. So, match well in balance between star cricketers and One Champion Cricket Academy. 7 without any loss inside the first over. Last ball of the over. Well, Divi has to reload that one. That's been given wide down the leg. Score moves to 8. What a ball that was! Pyadi Reddy gets dismissed at the very first ball he faces. Divi with the blow. Well, one champion cricket academy draw first blood in this all important semi final. Sends back Pyadi Reddy on the way back to the dugout for not. Golden duck for Pyadi Reddy. Very experienced batter. A very aggressive batter at the top. Back in the sheds for star cricketers after 1 8 for the loss of one. Sirish will share the new ball alongside Divi. He is a left arm pacer coming over the wicket for the right handers. New batter in is Allen in at number 3 for star cricketers. Sirish 132 matches for him, 104 wickets, economy 6.38, best figures of 5 for 27 balls, one halfway down, and it's been hit all the way for a massive six. What a shot that was from Giri Babu. A short stuff to start off the proceeding from Sirish, and he pays the penalty. Giri Babu beautifully rolls over and hits it, pulls it very nicely. No intention to keep that ball down. Sirish testing the bowler with the short stuff, but Giri Babu got into a very good position and got it right off the meat of the bat, and that travels the distance. Once again looking to pull, but this time getting high on the bat. This is good comeback from Sirish. He once again prefers to go into the surface even after going for a six at the very first ball of the over. This is brave bowling from Sirish. There is a fielder behind in the deep square leg and a deep point as well. So both fielders standing square on the boundary. This time a slightly fuller length delivery but not full enough to drive. Kiribabu just looking to defend that one but gets beaten. That's a dot ball. Well, that's a beauty from Sirish. Leaving the right hander with the angle. Just bowling that hard length. Hitting that 6 meter mark. Sirish and getting the ball to move away from the right hander. Kiribabu looking to play that one, looking to punch that one off the back foot, gets beaten on the outside edge. Good comeback from Sirish. He went for a six at the very first ball, but he's come back strongly and balled 3 dots on a trot. Full ball, and this time Giri lifts it over cover point. Aditya NK after the ball, he'll cut that one off, so it will be couple of runs for Giri Babu. Last ball of the over. This time he looks to go over extra cover. Mid off fielder Mahinder Reddy after the ball. He does well, but still not good enough to stop that ball inside the boundary skirtings. It's a boundary to end the over. Too well coming off that one. So good start for start cricketers. They've got 20 in 2, but they have lost a priceless wicket of Pyadi Reddy on the way through. 20 without any loss after 2. Marking your guard now is Allen. He'll be facing first ball of the match in the all important semi final in at number 3 for star cricketers. Allen, 22 matches for him, 351 runs, averaging over 20 strike rate, very healthy, 156 for Allen. He was in at number 3, came in at number 3 after the departure of Pyadi Reddy. 153 needed of 108. Again, back of a length from Divi. Giri Babu gets it off the pad. A single. So this has been good from Divi. 1.4 overs, 9 for 1 for Divi so far. He's bowled excellently so far. He's kept things tight. Divi has got a priceless wicket of Pyadi Reddy in his very first over. He's bowling a beautiful channel. 22 for 1. Star cricketers. Well, Divi has overstepped there. He was bowling excellently up until that point, but now has overstepped. So that will be a free hit for Divi. That will be a free hit for Allen. Allen gets a chance to free his arms. Well, free hit coming up. Divi will be bowling free hit at Allen. Allen makes room for himself. Divi balls a length delivery just inside that wide line on the offside. So it's a dot ball to close out the over. A good one from Divi. After 3 overs, Star Cricketers 23 for the loss of 1. They have started off nicely, but one champion cricket academy getting rid of Pyadi Reddy. Now putting the squeeze on the scoring rate. This is good little comeback. Sirish will continue into his second over. He's gone for 12 in his first over. Was expensive, but captain showing faith on him and giving him an extra over, giving him another go. He'll have another crack at Giri Babu. A fuller delivery, but well outside that wide line on the off stump. That's been given wide. Score moves to 24. Sirish, he should have he should have start he should look to start off in line of stumps, then get the ball moving away. It would be a much better channel for him. He's getting good amount of movement. Full delivery in the arc for Giri Babu, and it's been hit flat, but still travel the distance. What a shot that was! Slightly fuller, and it's in the arc for the right hander, and he hits it hard. This lad packs a punch. He is a very good top order batter. Needs no second invitation. That's a 6. Score moves to 30 with that 6. 30 for the loss of 1 after 3.1. Back-to-back dot deliveries. After that six over long off, Sirish has done well to drag his length back after being hit for a boundary. In fact, for a six, Giri Babu came down the track. Once again, looks to go straight downtown, but gets an inside half of the bat. Bat moves. Ball moves to the square leg for a single. With that, score moves to 31. 1.4 overs, 20 for none for Sirish so far. He's gone wicketless. Well, that's a beauty from Sirish on a good length, and from the ball took off. Allen tentatively tentatively pokes at that one, but of no use. That one took off. That took Allen completely by the surprise. These are not good signs for the batters. This will create doubts in the batter's mind. Extra bounce. Last ball of the over. Allen swings but misses the ball completely. That's a dot ball to close out the over. Good comeback by Sirish. Only 8 runs coming off that one. 31 for the loss of one after 4 overs. Star cricketers. Divi to continue. He's bowled excellently in his first 2 overs. So his captain gives him an extra over. Will bowl the fifth over. 2 overs, 10 for 1 so far for Divi. Continues with the very length. Beautifully guided, but there's a fielder behind in the gully. They're coming back for second and they'll get the second run with ease. This is excellent piece of running between the wicket between Giri Babu and Allen. Giri called early for 2. They ran one for the throw. Giri very quick between the wicket. Sachin Rathore there not coming behind the wicket, instead collecting the ball well in front of the stump. From there he had to throw the ball at the stumps. So it's a couple of runs to start off the over. 4.1, 33 for 1. Hit on the up. There's a fielder in the inner circle in mid off. Mahinder Reddy there. Does well. That's a dot ball. Well, Giri Babu looking to pull, got high on the bat, and that's a catch. Beautifully taken by the wicketkeeper there, who makes no mistake. And that's it for Giri Babu. Looking to pull, gets high on his bat, ball hitting the maker stickers, and a good catch by the wicketkeeper backpedaling. Divi gets his second one of the match. Star cricketers 2 down. 33 on the board, 33 for 2 after 4.3. It started to drizzle here at one champion cricket ground. Well, looks like, well, there was a dog in play. New batter in is Anish Reddy in at number 4. Well, that's a good delivery from Divi, beating the right-hander on the outside edge. Now it's coming down heavily here at one champion. Well, this is good stuff from Divi. He shot on his run up. Looks like it's coming off heavily here at one champion cricket ground. And we have to wait for the umpire signal. And the umpire says enough. And the covers will be on. So play stops at 4.4, 33 for the loss of 2 star cricketers. Rain stops the play, spoils the party in the all important semi final.